Sairam children, today in social studies we will start with chapter number 5. Children, let us do the revision. We have already learned about it in previous chapters. We live on the planet Earth. Earth is further the surface of the earth. We live on the surface of the earth, right? The surface of the earth is covered by water and land. Three-fourth part of Earth's surface is covered by water, or we can say 70% of Earth's surface is covered by water. Already you people are aware of all these terms, right? One-fourth part of Earth's surface is covered by land, or we can say 30% of Earth's surface is covered by land. Now, the surface of the earth that is covered with water, is further divided into 5 big water big water bodies, right? These big water bodies are named as oceans. What are the oceans? Oceans are very big water bodies. Now, how many water bodies are there? How many oceans are there? There are 5 oceans. What are the names of the 5 oceans? Yes, the first one, the largest one is the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, and the 5th one is Arctic Ocean. Okay, already I have taught you. You are already aware of the names. It is just you have to revise it, just a recall. Now let us see the next slide. Children, as we have already learned, the land of the earth is divided in 7 parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. These parts are called continents, right? Just try to remember, are called continents. Now, how many continents? 7 continents. Okay. Now, let us recall the names of the 7 continents according to their size. The first one is, yes, children, the first one is Asia. Asia is the largest continent. The second largest is Africa. Then North America, third one. Fourth one is South America. Then Antarctica. Then sixth one is Europe. And the smallest continent of the world is Australia. Follow, children? Yes? Can you recollect? Yes, we have learned all the names in previous classes. Now, children, view this picture. Yes? Yes, this is a map of Asia, right? This is a map of Asia. See, here it is written, map of Asia. Now, Asia is a continent. It is further divided into many parts. Okay, it is further divided into many parts. These parts are called countries. Okay. Continents are divided into various parts, such as Asia is divided into various parts, and parts are called as countries, such as India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, China, Mongolia. These are the different countries of Asia. Now, children, continents are divided into parts. These parts are called countries. Continents are divided into parts, and these parts are called countries. And each country is further divided into parts which are called as states. Each country, okay? Now, India is our country, so India is also divided into parts which are called states. Followed, children? Continents are divided into parts. Parts are called countries. Then each country is again divided into parts, and these parts are called states. Now view this map. This is the map of India, right? In the first map, see the first map. This is the first map. In the first map, can you see the parts inside the country? No, right? It is blank. But it is actually not blank. It is further divided into many parts. Okay, just see the next one, the second map. Yes, it is divided into many. Can you see this? It is divided into many parts. These are all parts, right? These are all what? These are all parts. All these parts are called our states. Followed? So each country is divided into different parts, and these parts are called states. Followed? So today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 5, and the title of the chapter is Our States. Followed? So today we are going to learn a new chapter, Our States. We have divided the chapter in 3 parts. Today we will do part 1. Now children, who take care of you at home? Yes? Who looks after you at home? Who satisfy your needs? Give you food? Yes? Help you in studies? Your parents, right? Your parents look after the needs at home. Now, our country India is having lots of people, right? The population is more than 100 crores. Now, who looks after the people of our country? The government. The government looks after the needs of the people of the country. The government. I have underlined the word the government. Now children, government is a new word for you, right? You do not know the meaning of government. You must be thinking, who is government, right? What is the meaning of government? Let us see. Let us learn. Children, let us understand what is a government. The spelling of government is Government. Government is a group of people. Governing or administering. Now, children, what is the meaning of governing? Governing means controlling and administering means managing. Okay? Government is a group of people governing or administering whom the people of a country or a state. Okay, already you know what is a country or a state. Children, with the help of this picture, the concept of government, this term will be more clear to you. Yes, you can see a group of people. What are they doing? They are governing or administering, they are controlling or managing people of a country or a state. Therefore, a group of people governing or administering people of a country or a state is called the government. Now, children, what is the role of a government? The government looks after the needs welfare and safety of the people of a country. Now, what are the needs? What are the basic needs? Yes, uh, basic needs means you should have proper drinking water, safe drinking water. Yes, electricity should be there at home. Proper sanitization should be there. Now, welfare. What is welfare? Welfare means the people should live a comfortable life. They should be happy. So, for the welfare, what are the needs? Yes, education, school should be there. Each and every child of the country should get proper education. Then, if somebody falls ill, hospital should be there so that the person can get proper treatment. Then safety. What do you mean by safety? Safety means if there is a fire accident, then what should be available nearby? Yes, fire station, fire brigade should come, right? It should come on right time. It should come immediately to extinguish or to stop the fire. Then for the safety, proper traffic rules should be there. Then a police station should be there. Okay, these are the things which government ensures for the safety of the people of a country. Government frames laws and rules to run the country. Now, children, you must be aware of the term rules. What do you understand by rules? Right? In the school, you follow certain rules. Yes? What are the rules? Yes, students should come in proper outfit, in proper uniform. They should carry light weight bags. They should carry books according to the timetable. They should come on time. Yes, they should be very punctual. They should maintain the discipline in the class. These are the rules which all of you follow at school. In the same way, there are certain rules and laws and rules which people have to follow in the country, which are made by the government. Okay, the people who live in the country, they have to follow the restrictions, they follow the rules. While traveling, they have to follow the traffic rules. In living in a society, they have to follow the rules. If they don't follow the rules, if they don't follow the laws, what will happen? Yes, children? Yes, the police will catch, right? Police will catch that person. Follow? So government frames the laws and rules to run the country which the people of the country should follow. The government decides where to build the school. See the first image, yes, where to build the school. The second one is roads, hospital, park, railway station, airport. Okay, who decides to build all these things? The government. The government see that maximum number of the people should get or should be able to avail the facilities. So, before making school, road, hospital, park, railway station, airport, they just see to it that people, the area where they are making it, where they are building it, the people should be able to avail the facilities. They should be able to get the maximum facilities. The government also provides safe drinking water, electricity, the means of communication. What are the different means of communication? Computer, radio, telephone, newspaper, cellular, letter, television, magazines. These are the means of communications. Children, in today's class, we have learnt about government and role of a government, right? In the next class, we will learn more about government of our states. Till then, stay home, stay healthy. Thank you.